Welcome to another episode of Hobby Nonsense. It's your boys, Sports Boy and Solar Ray is hot today. Getting that for the people who are not watching the YouTube.
I'm well hydrated today.
Oh, and how could you not be? For the people who don't see on YouTube what's happening, well, it's hard to explain other than, you know what? I'm not going to. Forget it. I'm going to say nothing because I'm going to tease the listeners to just peep it at their leisure. You don't even have to watch the whole thing. Watch the whole thing. Just play it in the background. The views still count, but just to see what's happening on this desk at this very moment. That's
right. That's right.
And here's the thing. I love this too because Ray and I have talked nothing of this. It's just Ray's very similar sense of humor to mine, where it's just like, let the randomness win. That's what I like. So.
I love it. Speaking of randomness,
tell me.
Have you watched the Vince Staples show on Netflix?
Vince Staples.
He's a rapper.
No, I haven't even heard of this.
Check it out.
Is this like what's that show on FX? Dicky
Atlanta?
Or something?
No, Lil Dicky.
Lil Dicky, yeah.
Is it Lil Dicky?
It's like a comedy, and he's like a rapper or something like that.
Yeah, but no, he's like a legitimate rapper that has a show on Netflix.
Oh, so it's not funny?
It's not supposed to be funny, but it is funny.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Nick Staples?
Vince
Staples?
Vincent Staples.
Stapleton. Got it.
Stapleton.
Got it. Guys, it is the second to last show of the year, which is a weird thing because honestly, Can
I ask you a question before you keep going?
Please.
This has to do with the second to the last show of the year, of course.
Yes.
When did you start Hobby Nonsense?
I believe
is it
that's
only
actually
a year old?
So that's why I was actually going to confirm, because I think I know when I started this, but it's probably best to just double check. I believe I started this
January. What was the first upload?
January 7th, because that was the first day of the first week. I have made sure to put out an episode every single week.
Since January 7th.
There are 50 episodes out right now, I believe. Actually, I say all that. There may be 49 episodes in one teaser. So there's 50. You know what? Okay. Just don't count it. We're going to count it as 50. With the next one,
season 1.
52. This one will be 51.
Have we signed a contract for season 2?
I mean, yes, I guess.
Yes.
Technically. I mean, either way, it was going to happen. I mean, technically, we just have our sponsor, and then we could have done whatever we wanted at that point. But yes, we are going to be
continuing the show.
Show continues. There's nothing changing, but we will be working with the SCN crew. But it's very hands off. Like, as far as I think, so long as they are getting what they need.
I know that a lot of people have been against.
Yes, they were
continuing to.
Here's the good news. I will say this for all those who are concerned about this, because I was concerned as well. It's a 3-month contract, and it's going to just go month to month until one of us decides, hey, we'd rather separate and do our own thing. So that being said, after those 3 months, if it's not anything that we care to do, I mean, honestly, after the first month, if it's not something we care to do, we just go ahead and.
I mean, this is the best podcast.
As far as
the best one,
as far as all things non-sport and collectible go, I absolutely agree. If you're looking for sports card content, it is hard to really satisfy that. This is the most entertaining one.
I did want to, and I guess we can get into this probably next show.
Okay.
But I really wanted to ask you, why you got started, all that good stuff, of just the Hobby Nonsense, the
rounding out the year with the origin stories.
Yeah, I think that would be a good show, because if someone that came on probably the third quarter of
that it's probably it is a different show than them, because you didn't join the show until June, July. Was that when
I don't even
we
know.
Made the first official, because you'd popped on here and there for an episode or two, but it wasn't until actually there it is, July 8th was the episode that aired that was the first time. Actually, I think that's right at the half year mark. So
October?
You've been there for half of this year.
Wow.
50% of it.
Wow.
And I'd say you've done
insert the
52% of the work since then. So that's a great job. That's more than me.
Well, There you go, guys. Let me know how we're doing. And I really wanted to ask you those questions.
End of the episode.
Yeah.
We'll just go ahead and end it there. No, what'll be good is when we talk about that next episode, because we're also going to be talking next episode about what we're going to talk about right now.
Let's do it.
So real quick, we're not going to spend the whole episode on this. We've got new releases. We've got Pokemon factory talk that is going to be very interesting. I'd love to hear not only Ray's comments, but the audiences as well. But we also have some surprise new releases, it sounds like, in WWE, some tips when it comes to grading.
Ooh,
and then there is
tips?
It's a grading suggestion that I think will be, it'll be interesting to see what you think. I made this post last week and I totally forgot to cover it, but we've got the content, so why not? Remember on Instagram, you recently made a post where it was somebody trading Pokemon for puppies.
I got a part 2.
Oh, you do? Well, here's the thing. That post went pretty viral. I mean, it's got over a few 100,000 views or something like that.
Yeah, by the time you're hearing this, I'll go ahead and put out the part 2. Another Pokemon for puppies. And we're talking about real 4-legged animals, not what Jerry the King Lawler would want to say, puppies.
Oh, yes. Thank you for clarifying that. No, that was real, and it inspired me to make this post in the Non-Sports Cards Nonsense group that was essentially posing the question of what's the weirdest thing you've ever traded for cards or cards for that thing. So
we're keeping it PG?
Well, I'm going to edit it because I will say some of these comments were not as appropriate.
I would say there would be a lot of adult.
There was one or two, but that being said, it was also like pretty interesting and funny in some of these. So we'll end up going over that as well.
Oh,
but,
I love that.
So what I alluded to before was the Poppy Awards.
The Poppies.
The Poppy Awards is something that was an idea generated by Matsy, good friend of the show. He's a big non-sport collector and purveyor, seller of cards as well. If you guys ever go to eBay, Funko Cards. But he came up with this idea, we should do something celebrating non-sport cards. And I was like, of course, absolutely. Why wouldn't we? And non-sport cards being not just, the things that we talk about necessarily, but there's other cards on there that, whether it's maybe more Leaf, Upper Deck, top. I feel like we always talk about Topps. That's basically what I'm trying to get at. It's like, it's not just like every Topps card and that's it. It's all more popular sets from this last year. What's hot? What do you guys think is hot? And we put out we made a survey based on a lot of his suggestions. BJ Kroger helped a lot with fleshing this out as well.
Shout out to the Ginger Man.
Yeah, shout out to Beej. And then this is now out in the ether for you guys to fill out because as of right now, I think it's a little over 100 responses we've had, which is good. I'd love it to 5-tuple that. I don't know. Ooh. I'd love 500 people to fill this survey out. And it's really just to let us share with not only you guys, but anyone else who cares to listen. Hey, this is what we really liked. Maybe this is like, we could share the results even to the point where it's like, hey, this is what got the least amount of votes. I wouldn't mind actually sharing that with some people because I think not only do we, the collectors, care, but I think the people who make the cards and market the cards, I think they would care to know too. Like, what do the people really think?
I was just going to say that, Jesse. I know that this is the first time that we're doing this, but I feel like these card manufacturers are listening to this podcast. They're very much aware of two handsome gentlemen talking about cards week in and week out. So I'm sure that they would like to know what cards that they've been working super hard on are doing well, what the people like, what they don't like, how they ranked up compared to other sets for the year. I really do think that by this time next year, this is going to be something that we probably will not predict that's as big as it's going to blow up.
I hope so.
It's going to blow up.
I really do hope that's the case.
We might have to do it in person.
Do like an actual award ceremony.
Might have get like Nate Bargatze as like the host.
He's local. It's a doable thing.
A local.
So here's some of these subject or the topics, the categories. Thank you. So Poppy Awards are going out. We will announce them on December 31st episode. So we'll record it on the 29th. That means the cutoff time for you to respond to this is December 29th. That's a Monday.
Okay.
Make sure you guys have your answers in by then. What time that day, I couldn't tell you. Just try and get it done before then, and you'll be safe. So you've got, obviously, you've got best overall non-sports card set, right? So that's going to be a lot of different. I think we have that's the most options of any of these. Most of these have somewhere between like 5, maybe 7 at the most, including an NA option.
6 or 7 different cards?
It could be 6 or 7. Someone made the suggestion we should include an NA option on all of them, just because you don't want people answering it and skewing the data when they're just putting a random answer and they have no idea. So it's like we have an NA. If you do not know like your favorite wrestling set, that's okay. Throw an NA on there. That way we don't have to worry about that.
I like that.
But yeah, so best overall card set, best overall non-sport card set, best movie-based card set, best TV-based card set, best comic/pop culture set, best visual design set, best debut card set, best non-sport product for children, best non-sport card in a sports card product, best non-sport trading card insert card set, best direct-to-order non-sport trading card, best wrestling card set release. There's a writing category for those who would like to suggest their favorite sketch artist. So sketch artist honoree, we'll have that in there. Best trading card game release. That does not include Pokemon because Pokemon has its own set. So we've got a TCG category. And then there is best Pokemon set, best Star Wars set, best history-based non-sport card set, and then best non-sport trading card company. So there you go. There's a lot of options. We can't wait to hear from all of you guys. Again, this is posted in both the non-sports cards nonsense and the sports cards nonsense Facebook groups. It's pinned to the featured category. So if you guys go there, you'll be able to see these. The link is in the comments. I'm also, we'll post it on the Hobby Nonsense Instagram and on our personal pages as well. So you guys can go out there, find the story and or link and go and fill this survey out. It takes 2 seconds. I hope we can get as many answers as we possibly can, just to really show where the love and appreciation is lying in some of these sets this year.
And I know that we're kind of beating a dead horse to this point, and I know that you've been talking about it on the SEN pod.
Yeah.
But I wanted to know your perspective, because I have perspectives of my own, is collector buying Beckett, the grading company.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it a monopoly? And some things have changed since we've talked about it with the whole lawsuit that's coming up. And I wanted to, some people have mentioned that Mr. Gibson, aka Sports Boy, they don't
care.
Is a corporate shill.
Yeah, they don't care for my take on being positive about a corporation.
Does this stuff keep you up at night?
Not
people being mean.
Not like it used to.
Not like it used to.
It used to. Like when we first started the pod, and it would be like I said something dumb, I would think about it all the time. Like because I knew not only did I know that I said something dumb, like I said the wrong word or I said the wrong product.
Kind of like how Dak Prescott is a good quarterback.
That's not a dumb thing. He's a good quarterback. He's a good quarterback at times. I mean, he's not always a great quarterback. Besides, we're talking about value of his cards, not overall all performance.
I digress.
You see, but that's the thing. That's where it gets to me. So that being said, yes, it has affected me in the past more so. These days, it does not affect me quite as much because I've gotten a little thicker skin, but it's also like there's a lot of positivity out there that outweighs that, which is really, really nice. And it's hard for a lot of people, including myself at first, to take the positive vibe, the positive comment, and then block out all the negative comments. But I've been better at that. Where I don't care for it is like when people start to call me a shill or they think I'm like untrustworthy. My opinion is no longer valid because I talked positively in a situation that has a lot of negative press about a company that also is a sponsor of the show. So it sounds, I mean, and I here's the thing, I don't
sponsor of the other show, not this show.
Yeah, yes, they're not a sponsor.
So
of
we
this
can
show.
say I can say whatever we want, people.
That's
as
fair.
I wink to the camera.
And here's the thing, that's what's great about that sponsorship though is We don't take a sponsorship where they have full control over our message. Especially, they know, every sponsor knows that when it comes to big issues, like if there is a big problem, we're going to talk about it. It's not like we're going to just gloss over it. They don't get any coverage or anything like that. And if it is something that needs critiquing, we'll critique it, because we don't want it ourselves, like as customers of these products, we don't want a bad experience for ourselves, and we definitely don't want it for the thousands of other people who listen. So all that being said, I have not cared for the shilling and the untrustworthy, whatever they want to say about the comments I made, because I maintain, even on this pod where they are not a sponsor, that I do think that Beckett will be a viable company come this time next year. I don't think, when I say viable, I don't think they are going to be as big as maybe they are right now, but a lot of people would probably say they've already shrank. They are smaller than what they were. There's no question there. I do think that they're going to keep more of Beckett alive than they have SGC. People say, oh, well, they ran that to the ground. It's still alive. You can't say like it's completely shut down. So,
yeah, but it's not like what it used to be.
No, it's not. Definitely not. I completely agree. And I'm not saying that Beckett will be like what it used to be, but I do think they're going to keep it alive. And I do personally think that they're going to add more to it than what they have with SGC. All that being said, if they start to do things that would be contrary to that thinking, I'll be the first to not only admit that I was wrong for it, I'll be calling them out for whatever it is that they're doing. I just don't want to impart negative motives on this company that I think a lot of us rely on as far as like resale value of our cards, getting stuff graded, that is a hobby giant. They haven't done anything yet to be the villain that they are being portrayed to be in the media. I think that they could. I think that's a definite option. And I think that if we just stop watching and stop caring, maybe that would happen. But I don't think this hobby can't stop caring about any of these things, especially when they feel like they've been cheated in some way. So I don't perceive that to be a real concern where they're going to do something to screw the hobby over. So again, I try and keep a positive attitude until I'm proven wrong, and people are like, well, are you not just like watching the SGC thing? You know what they already did. Yes, but the difference is, again, the conversation that I had with Ryan from PSA, there was a very real, desire in that conversation from what I perceived, again, from him. It was a real desire from him to want to keep Beckett alive and keep it going. It did not sound like what I remember some of our conversations around SGC being. So that all being said, that was my take.
I love that. I think, so I agree with you 100%, because I think as a company, if I was collector, if you and me were, partners, CEOs, co-CEOs of collectors.
Yeah.
And we were in trouble. We can't grade any more cards.
Okay.
And we see this company named Beckett, and we're like, hey, let's just go ahead and acquire this company. They have more offices, more employees, people that are experienced in grading. That's great. But as the owners of collectors, there is so much value in the name Beckett that if I had the marketing team come together and say, hey, we need to revive this brand, I think they could blow it out of the water. Because anybody that I've ever talked to, and I say, hey, have you ever collected sports cards? Is like the first thing they say, man, I remember being a kid, opened up the Beckett magazine on the back.
I still have it.
Checking out the value of my cards. That's the first thing. So there's still value there. And the Beckett Black Label. That is the best thing, the best card that you can ever get great. Value-wise that you can get. So those two, the nostalgia of Beckett and how coveted a Beckett Black Label is there's so much value there that I think that as a company, I would just lean into both of those aspects.
Yeah, I agree.
And like make it its own thing away from PSA and just kind of revive that. Just revive it.
Well, and I think that there's going to be plenty of people who hate both of our takes. I know that for a fact. I wish that if you hate this, you can just accept that, we have differences of opinions on this and we'll move on.
And that's fine.
Because it won't always be
on
the topic.
Spotify, you can leave a comment, put it down there. We read them all the time, guys. So put them on there. We'll comment.
But the overall, I guess my thinking is, if I'm playing devil's advocate, I would say that black labels are so rare you can't just build a business upon just giving out black labels,
dude,
right?
There are so many people that just send in their cards for a chance to get a black label.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're absolutely correct.
And I feel like that's the only reason why people even send their cards into Beckett.
Well, and I alluded to this, and I don't want to, because I wasn't on the record. We weren't on the record when I was texting, but I did talk again with someone who is with PSA, PSA Collectors Universe. I'm not really sure how they tie into this exactly, but the overall statement that I guess I made a request. My request was, please don't make me regret my decision for being strong in my stance that Collectors is going to do the right thing and maintain Beckett. And there was another comment in the response, but the overall main comment was, I don't think you have to worry about it. So I do think that there is going to be things done with Beckett to keep it alive, keep it going, keep it moving, while at the same time trimming off some of their resources, maybe things that here's the thing. They may have been set up to do a lot more card grading than they were getting cards for. So maybe they have already resources that you could trim off and you wouldn't even notice. Yeah. But at the same time, even if we do notice, even if it does become, less able to process less cards at the same rate that they were, I still think that they're going to want to keep that alive for the simple sake that now that there's more eyes watching, that they've got congressmen sending letters to the FTC to have them investigate. I would want to, CYA a little here, like cover yourself just in case that became like a real concern to other people. Like, hey, they just buy up companies and strip them for parts. Well, now you can't say that if they do go out and actually take the Beckett brand and revitalize to some extent.
I think, like I said, there's a lot of value there. What I really wanted to know, though, like, where did it go wrong? Because Beckett was like the pristine grading company, and then what happened? Like, what was the fall from grace from?
That's a big question.
PSA getting into, because dude, you go to these card shows and it's like, if it's not a black label and if it's not a PSA, nobody wants it. CGC, they grade all these TCG cards, but dude, no one is buying your CGC,
especially not card. After those mistakes.
Yeah,
and
no one is buying your tag slab. I think the tag slab look awesome. Yeah, but no one's buying it. SGC slabs look awesome.
PSA is the king. Yeah,
PSA is the king. But here's the thing: we can't have our cake and eat it too, right? So if we want another grading company to do well, guess what, guys? We have to send our cards in to another grading company.
Or at least start accepting higher offers on the cards that are graded by those other companies. Because it's like, well, I don't want to send my cards in to CGC or Tag or one of the many other companies that are out there, because I know that even if I get a 10, it's not going to be the same valuation.
Yeah. And
that would require people to change not only their personal opinions on grading, but also their financial opinions on grading. And that can
tough.
Be a bigger pill
tough
to swallow.
Yeah. And my brother-in-law, Dustin, he's got some cards that back in 2016, he started collecting Pokemon cards. He kind of got out of the hobby and he's coming back into it. Mm-hmm. He's like, Ray, I got all these cards. I want to get them graded. What is the best? Where should I get them graded? And I tell him, dude, if you want the best bang for your buck, you got to get them to PSA. He's like, oh man, that sucks. Because I really like the way the tag slabs look.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can send them there if you're going to just get them for your personal, but if you're looking to, in the long run, to sell them, that's going to be your best bang for your buck.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, I think that's an interesting thing that you've got people who are not in the hobby asking questions like that. I'm glad to know that there are people that are still looking to do it. Overall, my take is this: we are in the infancy of all of this, the hobby, as far as like this boom that we're seeing. Like, this is the first, call it 5 years since COVID. If you want to say, and everyone will point out that all of this was happening way before COVID happened. We were doing cards, we were doing grading, all that stuff. But this is like where real money has come in, where there's big investments, big corporations entering the space. We've got a lot of time left. And that's one of the great things I love about this hobby. I think that all of us right now, in this very moment, listening to this podcast, we are in the infancy of what I think this hobby will grow into, will be it'll be a household understanding that cards have value. It won't be like oh, you do a card podcast? How do you make any money about those won't be questions anymore, because there'll be an understanding that, oh, people have deemed that to be valuable in some form or fashion. And therefore that's where we're going to go with it. We're going to accept that as a society, I think, more and more so as the years go on. So
we're living in a society here.
Society. All right. If you know what that reference is, I'd be very impressed. Okay. Let's change to Marvel WWE Hyperspace. New releases. Are you going to do, you need to be the new release sound effect. So every time I want you to do that. You got that every time?
I got the lungs. I got the voice.
New release. As high pitch. Do it as high pitch as you possibly can. Let's hear it.
I can't.
What's the highest pitch sound you can make?
New releases. It's terrible. I'm very. What are you?
That's what low. We got to clip that. That will be the new releases sound. All right. The first one I want you to cover, Topps Universe WWE.
Topps Universe WWE. Guys, I'm super excited about this set. So as we all know, that Topps has taken over the licensing for WWE. We've had Topps Chrome, Topps Finest released this year. We just got word that today we have, what was the pre-sale?
Yes, pre-sale.
Pre-sale for Topps Universe WWE. This is the first time since Topps has required the license back that we're going to have relics in these cards.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
So I'm super excited about that. They have some, I love the design. Finally, we get full colored wrestlers on these cards again.
Wait, what does that mean?
Well, you know, like on Topps Finest, they're all like black and white and stuff. Like this is actually like a full color wrestler.
Oh, okay.
Which I really enjoy. But
okay, fair enough.
I'm excited about that. But guys, this set. I'm super excited about this set. I don't know what the release date is on that though.
January 30th.
January 30th. So WWE Universe, guys.
It's actually what I liked about the pre-sale, and again, hopefully this is going to be the case when the product officially comes out, but it was showing like $169 a box. That's not bad. Like, honestly, when everything is like $200 minimum in a lot of cases, and granted, that was what it came out from Topps in the initial release. What does it do at retail? We will find out, but that's not a bad starting price, especially when I think do you know how many autos it is per box?
We don't 2 autos per box, 1 relic per box, per hobby box.
So,
which is super awesome.
That's not bad.
I think that's great.
2 autos a box and a relic card.
And a relic card. There's the set consists of 300 base cards. So that's a lot. That's a lot. It's a lot. I'm really liking they have, I don't think that we know what the actual base card looks like. We have some parallels like the blast card, which looks like it's kind of like confetti.
Oh, okay.
So the blast card, we have a preview of the foil fractor, which looks super awesome. We have some really cool inserts. This is the first time when they're doing an insert called Dazzling Debuts. So when like a wrestler debuts, or the first time they're in this set, that's the insert. Dazzling Debuts. There's another insert called Mask, which is very much like the what was the case hit from Finest?
I do not remember off the top of my head.
But I think this might be the case hit, which would be the wrestlers that wore Mask would be in these cards.
It wasn't like the luchador or whatever.
No, it was like a creepy, like the Mankind was part of it. It was like the case hit for Finest. Okay. You remember?
Yeah, it's starting to draw.
I can't remember, but Undertaker, Kane. But those are some mass. The Rage is another insert. This is one of my favorite inserts for this year, Jesse. It's called Together, which debuts, or it's tag teams on one card.
Oh, okay. So I saw that one. Yeah. I was wondering what that was. I didn't know it had the name already out there for it. That is what is the one that I saw, like one of the marketing cards, Dazzling Debuts?
Dazzling Debuts.
It was, but the team, do you know what I'm talking about? Like the one
the Wyatt 6.
Is that Wyatt 6? Who is that? And that's Nightmare Fuel. Like that is that's a scary group.
So this is a deep rabbit hole.
Oh, I don't know if you want to go.
We can do a whole podcast on it. But Bray Wyatt, that R.I.P. Bray Wyatt, the Fiend. This is like part of his group, but he is yet passed, and But there's a huge rabbit hole on that. But yeah, we have legend autographs. So John Cena, probably we'll see some Hulk Hogan, maybe some Undertaker, stuff like that.
I think
on those on card autos.
I was going to say, aren't these on card?
All on card autos.
That's pretty nice, especially again. I restate at $169 where this came out. Now
and these cards
just checked eBay.
Really good.
I will say there haven't been a ton, but there's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sales. Mm-hmm. So again, not a ton, but they've been selling for around, I mean, after tax and shipping on most of these, it's over 300.
A hobby box?
Yeah, it's like 270. The last one was like 278 or something. Yeah, it's already going up. I don't know where,
because these cards look fantastic.
Oh, wow. The first one sold for like 320. Dang.
They got another next level autographs, which would be kind of like the NXT people. Okay. So the up and comers. And there's going to be, I know that I mentioned relic cards. You will have some, they call them ringside relics with just the relic, no auto.
So you said this is the first relic product from Topps since they got the licensing.
Correct. So they haven't had any relics in any one of their sets until now.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. Well, I mean, that's exciting to see, especially being that this will be coming out in January, because it's been a huge drought in the WWE marketplace. I've heard from a number of guys asking, hey, have you heard when the next WWE product's coming? From what I was told also is expect another one around the corner. And then you came in and said, you asked me if I had heard about the other one. I had not. I guessed it was royalty, and apparently I was wrong.
You want to know what it is?
Yeah, I do.
Topps 2025 John Cena commemorative collection.
Oh, okay.
So this is all John Cena. There are a total of 22 base cards.
Okay.
All right. So you can collect all 22 from his run. There are some base parallels, some of them called championship foils, orange foils, prototype foils, which prototype was his name when he was in FCW. They called him the prototype.
Oh, okay.
Green camo foil, so that goes back to his his when he first started, and they have they're.
Actually, I'm setting. What stinks is by the time people hear this, they will not.
It's coming out tomorrow. So,
man,
go ahead.
Maybe we need to update the pod release schedule, if that was at all possible, because we always record on Monday afternoon, evening, and then we don't release until Wednesday morning, giving a.
But you never know when stuff is coming out.
I know.
I mean, stuff came out today that we could have talked about last week, but we didn't know, right? The really cool insert that I'm excited about is called Famed Foes insert, where you have John Cena and all of his people that he wrestled on his way out his retirement tour. Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, The Rock, CM Punk, JBL, which JBL was back in the day, but AJ Styles, The Miz, Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, and Triple H. And then you have the marquee moves inserts, which is funny because everyone calls that John Cena only has 5 wrestling moves, and they call them the 5 moves of death.
Oh, okay.
And so these are the 5 moves: the shoulder tackle, the side slam, the you can't see me, and the 5 knuckle shuffle, and the attitude adjustment. So I love that that's like an insert onto itself.
That is
cool. But there's going to be relics in this.
That is cool that they have relics as well.
Jumbo relics, autographs.
It looks like a lot of them are like sweatbands and stuff like that too, which I'm going to be trying to clone some John Cena.
So you can have jumbo relics and a signed auto all in one. But what I'm really excited about, Jesse, is I talked about the Fame Foes insert. Well, there's a Fame Foes dual autograph. So you can have a card that has not only John Cena, but The Rock, not only John Cena, but CM Punk, not only John Cena, but Cody Rhodes, not only John Cena, but Randy Orton on both cards. So this set is going to be,
dang,
I'm excited about it.
I am very curious what this comes out at, because it's like, it reminds me of like when they did this for Wimby, like Wimbenyama.
Did he have his own?
They had like a what did they call it? It was oh dang it! It was like a space sound or Wimby,
like a laser.
I'm gonna look this up. It was like a laser. No, the Wimbenyama Topps set. Everybody, Mercury. Not, what did I say? Space sound? Did I say space? Mercury's a planet. Bam.
You said space sound.
Yeah, no. Space. It doesn't matter. We're off the rails anyways. But this is very similar to that in my mind, where it's like all of those cards were all based around Wimby. Now you've got a set that's all based around another GOAT of his field, John Cena, which he's just a GOAT in real life. The guy's awesome.
John Cena is legitimately the GOAT of wrestling. You put Mount Rushmore, John Cena is going to be on there.
So who else would be on your Mount Rushmore?
Is it 4 or 5? I can't remember. 4? Yeah. Ray's Rushmore?
Yeah, I want to hear Ray's
Pro Wrestling Rushmore.
Yes.
John Cena, Stone Cold Steve Austin, John Cena, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Ric Flair, Bruno Sammartino.
What? Here's the thing. Other than Stone Cold and John Cena, I don't even know the other two.
You don't know Ric Flair?
Ric Flair, that's not true. I do know Ric Flair. That's fair. But I don't know the last one. I'm kind of surprised. No Rock in there?
No. Stone Cold would have been.
No Hulk Hogan.
Well, I'm trying to think like who got into the business, they left and made the business better. Right?
Okay.
Like
okay.
who
That's
added
fair.
to the business for it to be bigger than what it was?
I would almost say Hulk Hogan did a little bit of that, right?
I agree.
He did movies and.
Well, that's but
what about snap into a Slim Jim?
Macho Man
Randy Savage. Yes, absolutely.
I think if Hulk Hogan, this is tough. I'm going to get in trouble. Which that's what I'm saying. It was tough. Hulk Hogan was in there. Bruno Sammartino did more for wrestling than Hulk Hogan did. Wow. Bruno Sammartino held the WWF championship for, I think, the longest reign ever.
Okay.
And just for him to do that during that time, it was like the 50s, I believe. But, yeah, and Ric Flair is just a freaking legend.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, here's the thing. It's awesome to know that you've got a knowledge base that I don't have on some of these WWE cards, because you're going to be breaking them as they come out. I'm really excited for the fact that we have something to satisfy that part of the hobby for the WWE fans out there. The AEW fans, I didn't even realize that when we made the Poppy Award list that we did not have AEW products on there that Upper Deck puts out. They were so kind to make sure I did know that they do that, and that has now been added. We only had a few votes in at the time, so fortunately, I don't think it'll skew too much. But all that being said, it's something that I'm not really familiar with at all, and I think that these products are going to be more and more popular in the coming year, especially if they are coming out at prices that are like reasonable, especially compared to resale values. So that's Topps Universe, and that's
Bruno Sammartino.
John Cena commemorative product.
His first reign lasted for 2,803 days from 1963 to 1971. That's the longest in WWE history. And his second reign lasted 1,237 days for a combined total of 4,040 days.
Wow. And now I know that. And anybody else who is questioning that, they know that too. And I appreciate that. So, next new release, Marvel Studios, that comes out this tomorrow. It comes out in less than 24 hours. By the time you're listening to this, you will hopefully have already seen some, maybe bought into a break somewhere. Unfortunately, you will not be buying into that break with me until Sunday. I do have those breaks listed right now. I've got 3 different breaks. I've got 2 dual casers, which is both of those are going to be a hobby case and a Breaker's Delight case. So we got 2 of those, and then one just a hobby case. That'll be on Sunday when I get back. We fly in again extra early. The worst move is buying tickets because they're cheap, but knowing like you got to wake up at like 2 a.m. to get your flight. So that's what we'll be doing on tonight, or I guess tomorrow morning / tonight, and then also on Saturday. But the great news is I'll be back early enough on Sunday that I'll be breaking by 3 p.m. Central Time.
So you have everything already listed, right?
Everything's listed, yeah.
So guys, go up there. You'll see people breaking. So you'll see what you want and go in there, go buy what you want on Jesse's
just
break.
Be patient. Don't buy any of those spots and just buy them all with me. There you go.
Buy them all. Buy them all.
No, I'm excited because there's been more hype around this product from Topps themselves than I have seen in a little bit. They had someone from their marketing team reach out and ask about like doing some posts to release some exclusive news and things like that.
Is that the video you did with that crazy tight shirt in a weird angle?
It was a terrible angle. It was not the best look as far as my body shape goes. However, that being said, I knew I was going to come off looking very nerdy, and I was just like, I don't.
Or you're like,
it's already
and
like
this is the autograph.
I'm already like trying to make myself look like. Here's the thing: they wanted this to appeal to audiences beyond what. Or who are already following. And it's like, I don't know, nerds accept other nerds into their culture. I wanted to be like them. So that's what I tried to really embrace my nerd side.
So you don't,
so I put on
you are not like them?
I am like them to the extent that I really like the things they like.
But you are not
I felt like my clothing choice was more on point for the nerd community because I put on my Magneto helmet. I put on my Marvel sweater. And yes, by the way, I have those Topps Marvel sweaters, sweaters. They're hoodies. I shouldn't say sweater, but I feel like I should probably tell people I'm selling them.
You have more than one?
Yeah, I have like 20 of them in different sizes.
Dude, hook a brother up.
I mean, you want to pay for it? Do I have to?
Did you pay for them? Did you pay for?
I paid for all of them.
Yeah, I'll pay for one.
No, I'll give you one. Here's the thing: I'm gonna end up losing. I already gave I've sold one of them because I told someone in a break that I had him, and he bought one, and then I've given one to my daughter's buddy who the guy who came nightly, the kid who came to the show. He's all about it. I gave him one. I'll give you one, and then it's like. I feel like I'm just gonna. If I break even, I'll be very happy on those sweaters.
Do you can you list that kind of stuff on Fanatics like when you break?
Yeah. I can.
I mean, you should do that.
I did. It's been I've been so focused on just the products themselves that I haven't had any of my clothing options out there. But especially, I haven't had a Marvel product until now, and of course until I'm leaving town to do it. But all that being said. The Marvel video that went out was about the 8 new signers on the Topps Marvel side of thing. Here's the thing. They are really cool. I think the biggest one for me is the Henry Cavill because I don't think he's signed in anything as a Marvel character before.
Which one is Henry Cavill?
In this case, he's Calverine, like Wolverine, but it was from Deadpool. It was from the Wolverine Deadpool movie.
Okay.
You're just trying to figure out who he is.
Yes.
Oh. Nobody tell him. Nobody tell him. Dang it, he got it. So it's Superman.
Superman. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So anyways,
the old Superman.
I mean, he's still my Superman, but
he's your Superman?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I like him much better than the current Superman. I mean, the current one's fine, but I like this one.
He looks just like Henry Cavill.
Okay, now
less buff.
I can't with Theo right now. These comments are just upsetting. But that being said, I think that one is probably the cooler one. The fact that we got Julia Louis-Dreyfus in there, you've got Harrison Ford is going to be signing in this product. Which
love me some Harrison.
I mean, Harrison Ford signs in Star Wars too, but it's cool to have him as the Red Hulk. That I like that. Anthony Hopkins signing as Odin. Gwyneth Paltrow. You've got Charlize Theron. Who was the other?
Charlize
Theron. Couple others, and then Vincent D'Onofrio, Kate Blanchett. I think those were the big ones. But anyways, those were the ones that they wanted us to talk more about. There's also, of course, Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds. They've got the dual auto. I don't know if they'll have single autos. Honestly, I can't remember if they were on like the checklist. Actually,
it's going to be a super factor of that one of one dual auto. Will that be one, or is that the?
I don't know if there's more than just that one. So I'm hoping there's like an out of 5 or something at least. Like I can't imagine they got just one signature from each of them. But there is going to be a separate product of Deadpool versus
Deadpool Wolverine.
How is it? Is it just Deadpool Wolverine? It's not Deadpool versus Wolverine. I
don't think so.
So yeah, there's going to be a separate Topps product with them. So I'm wondering if we'll see a ton of those autos in this one, just because you're going to see more of them in that upcoming one.
Is that breaking news? Did we already tell them?
Which product? Or
the Wolverine Deadpool?
Yeah, we talked about when Aaron Abrams came on last.
And then it was a PG-13 product, right?
Well, here's the thing. I noticed on the boxes for this.
Oh, yeah, there is blood on them.
Well, it's 14 and up. Like I didn't notice that on the outside of these hobby boxes. They are 14 and up for the Marvel Studios product.
Do you think it's because of Deadpool and Wolverine?
I think that it's got to have something to do with it. But I mean, it could be like there's other violent scenes, quote unquote violent in the Marvel universe. Maybe there are cards that have more violent scenes depicted. I don't know. I haven't ripped any of the product yet. So the Deadpool and Wolverine, Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds card, that's probably going to be the biggest one for me. Then Henry Cavill, and then the fact that you've got like Elaine from Seinfeld, Julia Louis-Dreyfus signing in there. You've got all those other names I mentioned, plus a number of other names that have signed previously, but they are signing again here. So you've got Hawkeye, Captain America. You've got all Olsen, Elizabeth Olsen signs, Paul Bettany, Ant-Man. I'm like mixing characters. Yeah, Paul Rudd. They're all signing in this, plus many, many more. So there's a lot of really good signers. I'm hoping that we pull some big autos. I'm hoping like it's not, just a ton of, and it will be. There'll be a lot of names that we don't know all that well. We'll
the
sign,
checklist is already out, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've got it right here in front of me.
Okay.
But there's, like I said, there's a ton of really big names in here. But then there's ones like Ali An, who plays Alice Wu in Agatha All Along. I don't know that character. You've got the girl who was in Echo, Maya Lopez, for Aliquay Cox, maybe. I'm not even really sure. So that's what I'm saying. It's like there's going to be
but you got to you're still going to get a chance to get an autograph no matter who it is, right? It's not going to be like Harrison Ford, but I mean,
but
you could get an autograph.
Well, it's not in every box. I think the math is working out to be somewhere around like 2 to 3 autos per hobby case.
Oh man,
I know. I really wish there was.
Just think of like the WWE product. You're getting 2 autographs
I know,
and a relic per hobby box.
Well,
that's insane.
That makes what you have to think too is like actors versus WWE, like a lot of newcomers.
Are you saying that they're not actors?
No. I'm saying what are they charging to get their autographs? And I think they're charging a lot more on the Hollywood side than on the WWE
I see
side.
What you're saying.
So that's one of the things where, and I think you could probably add a lot more of these if you were willing to pay a lot more for the product coming out. So, all right.
Reflections insert looks dope.
Those reflections
are
some of my favorite ones. Some of the ones I've seen out there. I haven't seen all of them confirmed. I thought I had, but I cannot find. If I've seen it all, I have not seen where I found it because I went on a hunt. But the Iron Man and it's Iron Man and Doomsday.
That looks awesome.
I think that's going to be very big.
I mean, granted, I'm not a fan, but I like the artwork, the tarot card ones.
Oh, I don't want any of those.
Yeah, but I mean, just saying, they look cool.
Yeah,
I would love to be able to do. Aren't they doing the Fantastic Four autographs? It's like 1 to 4.
Yeah, there's a parallel of 1 to
like
4.
all. Yeah, like 1 to 4, right?
Yes.
I love that. And there's a chance that you can pull an auto of all 4 of them, right?
I believe so. In fact, I've still got it pulled up here. So autographs. For the 4
quad auto.
So I don't know if they're because I remember
Did
thinking,
I misspeak?
Yeah, I remember thinking I was hoping Fantastic Four autos. It doesn't say one that has like all 4 of them on there. It doesn't. Yeah, I don't really fully understand why you wouldn't have that, because I do see a dual. I see a triple on the checklist. There's Thunderbolts cards. There's Fantastic Four autographs, and it says 5 cards: Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby.
Yeah, they messed up on that.
Here's my thinking. Maybe it's in there and it's just not on the checklist, because it's like, how could you not? How could you not have that all on there? But that's the other release. The last one I've got on here is the Hyperspace. That's the Star Wars Hyperspace. By the time the next episode of this comes out, again, we're going to talk about the Poppy Awards and a few other things. But this Hyperspace product comes out on the 30th, which is a week from tomorrow. So by the time you guys are listening to the next episode, the product will have already been out. Hyperspace is going to be cheaper than Galaxy, which just was your last Star Wars product that just came out a few weeks ago. It will, I think, will be better than last year's product, but at this point, time will tell. The planets that they're going to be focusing on in this one, I don't know. I feel like it lends itself to maybe a little bit more content that people appreciate. So you've got Alderaan, Corellia, Lothal, Mandalore, and Tatooine. A lot of Tatooine, by the way. A lot of that. So it's not like you've got I don't really know how they did all of these as far as like attaching the character to the planet. Like, and then for instance, Ahsoka is on both Corellia and she's got one on Alderaan. I'm not sure why they did both, but you'll have 2 opportunities, I guess, to hit Ahsoka. It's only
some Star Wars guy is like, these guys.
Yeah,
like, does he not know that?
Oh, I'm absolutely.
Ahsoka,
I'm positive.
Her childhood on this, and
I'm absolutely positive, because I have a pretty good knowledge of Star Wars, but definitely not a deep knowledge. Like it's one that I'm growing. We'll just say that. So all that being said, it's only a 100-card set though. So not anywhere near like that 300-card universe, WWE Universe. I don't think I mentioned, but the one for Marvel Studios was 200-card set. So 100-card set. I think it was coming out at, well, at least I should say the eBay sales right now for boxes are somewhere around like $2 to $220 a box for Hyperspace. I'm really hoping that this stays no higher than that. Like I want it to be a cheap product that people can get into at a relatively decent price. Looking at like the sales sheet, it does say that there's going to be 1 nebula refractor, 4 numbered parallels in each box. Each case will contain 2 autographs, 1 case hit insert for the Star Wars Reflections, Planetary Views, Galactic Origins, and then 1 Art of Tatooine card. Like, overall, 8 boxes per case, 8 packs per box, 10 cards per pack. So you're getting 80 cards for every box that you open. I mean, the autos on it, that we talked about that once before. The auto checklist is awesome. It's just,
are these on card or are these sticker?
No, they're sticker. Here's the thing. Next time you have an on-card auto product, you're going to hear about it, because there's going to be people that are dying for that. So, yeah.
For Star Wars.
Yeah, the autographs, it looks like it's like 1 in 64 packs for an autograph. So that's what, like 8 times 8. That comes out to be 1 a case. So it's pretty much in line. Well, it says 2 autographs per case though. So I don't know. Like if it's 8 packs and there's 8 boxes. So I don't know. I've had this conversation with others while I'm breaking. Sometimes these odds seem almost made up. Like it's like, oh, hey, we're gonna make these odds like
throw them to the Google machine.
The odds say there should be 1 and there's 3 in this case, and it's like that in almost all the cases. Again, time will tell, but there should be, according to the sales sheet, if it's saying 2 autographs per, I would go off of that before I would go off of the checklist and then let the first boxes prove otherwise.
What are these oversized panoramic sketch cards?
So that is actually one of those
oversized wide vision chrome cards.
I am very curious to see myself. I don't know if that's just going to be in every case you open it up and you've got either a sketch or
it's like a
chrome,
like a topper.
Yeah,
like a box topper.
That's what I would think, unless it's one of these bifold or trifold sketches like that. We haven't seen many of those recently. They were a little bit more common not too long ago, but they have not been in as many products.
How do you feel about cards like that, like bifolds and trifolds?
Oh, I like them.
You like them?
I love them. Like I've got like a couple bifold ones that one of them is my favorite. It's from the Indiana Jones product from like 2007, I want to say, where it is Indy flying the plane and his dad, Sean Connery, in the back seat of the plane. It's just a scene sketched on one of these bifold cards. It looks so good. In fact, it's funny that you asked me that, and I'm talking about that because I just got another box. I'm going to be doing a break of 3 boxes where you can pull some of those Indiana Jones sketches from. I'm going to do a break, like just for fun, like just for, you know, something different. And
you're going to have your Indy hat on and your little whip.
I don't have
Take it out of the closet and use it.
I did get some new costume items that I just got to notice were delivered today, but they are not Indiana Jones related. So
can we get a little sneak? Is it for the Marvel break?
I'll tell you what.
Is it for the Marvel break?
You'll be able to get a sneak when I'm doing Hyperspace. So.
Oh, it's for Star Wars.
It's a little Star Wars action. So.
Do you need to borrow my lightsaber?
Do you have a good one?
I have Kylo Ren's lightsaber.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with the
oh, maybe because one of them is a dark side, one's a light side type of thing. I need to get my own, honestly, but yeah.
I got mine for a steal of a deal. You know how I'll be doing.
I know you do. Though, last thing on Hyperspace is not only do they have those panoramic sketch cards, which again will kind of, you know, the details just say these will be oversized sketch cards that are featuring characters and events that are associated with the 5 planets. The oversized wide vision chrome cards just say these will use the wide vision format to showcase the highlighted planets and where they sit in their region or sector. 1 per hobby box. Again, I think you're just going to probably replace one of them with another. If most cases or most boxes will probably have the wide vision chrome card. Some of them I'm hoping will have the sketch.
What if it's just like a bigger, like the ones you get like from Costco, just like a bigger card? That would be so disappointing.
No, I'm almost guaranteeing like this for those
what if it's just that?
Who are watching on YouTube. It's like one of these these large downtowns that came from like a Sam's Club Donruss football box.
Yeah, like it's like a promo you would get like at a Pokemon box, like those large.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty positive that's what it is.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, I mean, I don't know. The wide vision, if it's showing like a depiction of space, maybe it'll look cool. I don't really care though, because I'm hoping for the sketch. Like if I get a wide or the panoramic sketch card, that'll be huge. And the fact that they're also including with the sketches on this product, the silver, purple, gold, blue, and black foil, because they usually just do like the silver, which is just the base one, the gold and black in most of the last few products that have come out from Topps. So the fact that they're incorporating the purple and blue in there to show, you know, more rarity, I like that. And more, technically, it's not only rarity, but just how nice the sketch is. So we pulled, by the way, I pulled a black foil sketch the other day. It was the best sketch I have ever seen. It was like one of these where it's like oil paints, and I'll have to show you a picture of it.
Yeah, show me a picture.
Cool. It was like Anakin. Ray, our RBJ guy in my breaks, he got it. And it was,
Anakin, young Anakin.
Yeah, it was like him on Tatooine. Like I think it was basically depicting him on his first flight, on his first Starship flight. Do you see that?
Oh, that's dope.
Is that not sick?
That's so dope.
Like it. I mean, the detail, the shadowing, yeah, it was very cool. But anyways, those are your new releases. I feel like this one is I feel bad. Like I feel like I've been a little all over the place in this episode, but it's been fun. I've been more fan.
We're here, and we're fixing to go all over the place even more.
Well, the Pokemon Factory thing, I did want to talk about that real quick because
let's talk about
that's going to be a thing. Do you have any notice or anything pulled up?
Yeah, I got you, man. So as you know, Pokemon's Millennium Print Group signs the largest U.S. manufacturing lease 2025 will occupy 1.27 million square feet, or a 1 million square foot campus to print cards. What do you think about that, Jesse?
Yeah, I am so concerned about this.
Why?
I think for anybody who is counting on their cards to have more rarity and therefore more value,
the cards that are currently being printed, what we see right now, they won't affect any. They're not going to continue to print any of this.
Yeah, so
I did want to bring up. So right now they're currently going to lease 400,000 square feet, and by the end of 2027, they are going to construct a 866,000 square foot facility on the same campus. Yeah. So by 2027, it'll be constructed, but I don't think that they'll be up to full capacity what it can be until probably late 2028, something
That's
like that.
That's what I read. Yeah. I think we read probably the very similar things. The fact that you are adding a 1.27 million square foot manufacturing campus here in the States, the fact that it is going to be operational by 2027, fully ramped up by 2028, it makes me concerned that there's going to be such a explosion of cards being available that, yes, it's going to stop the scalpers. But if you stop the scalpers, it means that it's because they've lost value. They can't get the same value from those cards. Okay. Is it?
Current.
Are you okay as a Pokemon flipper yourself?
Modern Pokemon cards do not need to be this expensive. There should not be a card that you can open up right now on your ultra modern Pokemon card and it'd be $700.
Well, the other concern to me is not only are they doing this, it does make me wonder, will they lease out manufacturing capabilities to others?
It won't just be Pokemon cards. It would be whatever other things. I did read that it wasn't just going to be, I don't know if the group only prints Pokemon. It says right here, group prints Pokemon cards and other trading card games at multiple facilities in North Carolina and the Netherlands. So they're not just doing Pokemon cards. I don't know what else they print. I don't know that for a fact, but it's not just going to be Pokemon card. Here's some good stats for you, Jesse. In 2022 to 2023, the Pokemon Company printed, and this has been their best year of printing cards, printed 11.9 billion cards in that year.
That's a lot of cards.
2023 to 2024, 10.2 billion. And of course, we don't have the stats for this year. But I feel like it would probably be, I don't know. You think it will reach the 11.9 billion?
I think so. This year, it would feel like if you're not setting a record this year, I don't understand why, given the huge demand and popularity of it. I do think that this having more ability to print cards does not necessarily mean that it will be a great thing for those who are trying to do any flipping. It'll just be a great thing for anybody who is trying to get their hands on cards and they can't do it because it's either too expensive or it's just not available. Yeah. So there's definitely good sides, but I think there's a lot of people who will say all day that, hey, I want to make sure kids have these cards. I'm so happy that the kids are getting their cards too, but they don't want the value of their collection to go down. And that is a concern, not for the old cards, like you said, but it would be a concern for anything new. And I don't want that either. So it makes me wonder, how do they manage that? And I guess time will tell if they will.
They can manage it by not printing. You have the chase cards are always going to be the chase cards, right? For sure. So there might not be as many in there.
They could,
or just put
up
some
the pull rates.
Yeah, up the pull rates. Dude. I'm already worried now, seeing that there's Pokemon cards at Dick's Sporting Goods, there's Pokemon cards at Lowe's, there's Pokemon cards Ace Hardware.
Yep.
It's Pokemon, and
Sports Authority has them now too.
Yeah,
apparently there's One Piece over there.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I went to Dick's Sporting Goods and they had Prismatic Evolution ETBs, but they wanted like $190.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm like, you're crazy.
Yeah. No, I agree. I am skeptical, but at this point, I guess having a printing facility here in the States that will be able to be, I guess, more state of the art. I mean, they're new.
They're already printing stuff in the States.
Well, I mean, at this capacity.
Not at this capacity, correct.
This is going to be a little bit of a game changer. And again, all these companies, they want to put out as many cards as they can. But you know who also wanted to do that? All the companies during the junk wax era. Mm-hmm. And we call it the junk wax era because they made so much of the exact same thing, and it caused values to deflate. It wasn't rare or special anymore. And then nobody cared about it for a good number of years afterward.
I mean, they can continue not to. I would love for this to be another. This is going to sound crazy. I would love for this to be another junk wax era for Pokemon cards.
You want? I would love for it to be.
I would love for it to be the junk wax era for Pokemon cards right now.
That's an interesting take.
It's a very interesting.
Why would you want that?
So I can get more cards for myself. I want to be able to collect. People don't need to be collecting modern cards like the way they're doing. Ultra modern cards, guys, okay. Save your money. People are spending so much time and so much money on these cards where they can go and actually purchase a card like a mid-mod or like an old card that's worth more, that's going to hold their value a lot better than purchasing modern cards.
Okay.
Like I would rather spend my money on Courtyard or Arena Club.
Yeah.
And purchase a card there than to go out and buy cards at retail and hopefully pull that chase card. You have better odds to actually pulling the big card on sites like that than actually cracking packs.
I mean, I do understand that. It is more of like a gambler's mentality, I guess, though. And at the same time, like I do like to do that, but it feels more like a gamble when I'm doing that too. Not to say like I don't. There are times where I go out and buy packs for Arena Club and before it was Courtyard, and I think that's fun. But it feels like I'm using a slot machine to some extent. I feel like when I'm doing the cards, it's like, okay, well, at least I'm getting something that maybe my daughter would like to have, or maybe there's some other kids that want some. I don't know. Like it feels like less of that to me, and I guess there's a part of my brain.
The odds are better.
Sure,
when you do that, and you could, you can get the card.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to sell the card. You can get it.
Yes.
Whatever you win, they'll mail it to you.
Well, I think you're right, but it's just not how most people use it.
I get it.
I guess at this point, I am going to be very interested to see how this affects things. I'm glad that we don't have to worry about it for at least a couple more years.
What do you think is going to happen? What do you put your prediction hat on?
My money is that they are going to do exactly what is being said by most of the outlets that are covering the story, is that you are going to see that bottleneck in printing capacity go away, and they are going to be able to produce as many cards as the market demands. And my fear is that they're going to do exactly that. They're going to produce as many cards as the market demands, and they're going to take away the demand with that.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
So I hope that's not the case. And
there will always be a demand for myself to buy Pokemon cards.
Well, and I think that's probably what they're counting on. I think there's a lot of people exactly like that. And I am hoping that is the case. Just because I don't want to see people like all of a sudden be like, oh, I don't care to buy those cards anymore because there's no longer a chance of hitting anything of value. And it's not to say that that's the only reason anything should exist.
That you think that way, though.
Because
it's like, it's not about that.
Well, to
me, it's not about that. Like, I want to be
sure.
Yeah, it is. Like, because I would rather pull a card that looks nice that doesn't necessarily have. It's great that there's cards in there that they're like $500, but they shouldn't be that expensive to begin with.
This is like the argument I've had with people where it's like, would you drink beer if there wasn't the alcohol effect?
Yes, all day long.
You would?
Yes.
Okay.
I love the taste of beer.
You love you would have I
don't drink a lot of beer.
As a young person, you would have been like, oh man, I'm going to struggle through drinking acquiring
not
a
as
taste.
a young person, because a young person.
When I say young, I mean
decisions.
like it's a 21-year-old. We're in our late 30s now, but I just mean like as someone who's
I don't like the taste of whiskey or bourbon. I do not drink whiskey or bourbon. I like the taste of tequila. I don't like the taste of vodka. I do not drink vodka.
Okay, all right. This isn't like specifically about alcohols. This is just I'm trying to prove a point here.
But
there's a yes. We might like the taste of a certain beer, but I think in a lot of cases there's a lot of people who are like, oh well, if I'm not like able to relax with drinking a beer, I'd rather just have like, I don't know, a high C or something else that has like a similar amount of calories that I'm going to enjoy the flavor of.
Some people do.
And I'm not saying there's not a lot of people out there who just enjoy the flavor and they'll only drink O'Doul's or whatever 0% alcohol beer there is. But I think for the most part, people want a beer that not only tastes good, but also has some alcohol content in there. And I think it's the same with collecting cards. They want a good looking card. They want a card that they appreciate and add to their collection. But at the same time, they want the card to maintain value or hold value or grow in value. They don't want a card that is going to be manufactured to the moon and not have.
I would like to say, okay, so when you said maintain value and grow in value, I don't think the maintain in value part is not as important to me than grow in value.
Maintain is not as important as grow in value.
Correct. Well, yeah. Like I mean, the card does not need to be that expensive. That's my whole argument here. When an ultra modern card releases, it does not need to be $500. Now over 2 or 3 years,
okay,
I can see it being $500 because the cards are not being printed anymore.
Yeah,
all that like
but like how long did
the
it
Luffy
take,
set?
How long did it take before like the cards from the first printing of Pokemon?
For a long time.
It took a long time,
yeah.
Right? So what we're effectively saying is a lot of the cards that would start printing in maybe 2027, 28, do we have to wait 20 years, 15, 10? I mean, like how long do we have to wait before the cards grow in value?
I would like to say maybe 3 to 4 years, like after the set quits getting printed.
So how many people do you lose as far as collectors go because they're like, I don't want to wait 2 or 3 years. Like I do like these cards, but I don't like them enough.
I think the key word is collectors and not necessarily investors.
I agree with you there. I just think that the companies themselves, they don't want to lose collectors, or
they won't lose collectors,
investors,
because they're collecting.
I know that they don't want to do either.
Little people like play school toys.
Sure, I agree with that. Yeah, absolutely. But again, this is all going back to the argument of
your beer argument.
What is my fear is going to happen? I think they're going to take away the alcohol. They're going to take away part of the thing that makes the Pokemon hobby as big as it is right now.
I think to your point, they're very much aware of that argument, and there'll be that one card.
I hope you're right.
There'll be that one card that's going to be super hard to find, super hard to pull.
Yep.
And then they still have things in their bag. If they want to do it, they know, hey, we're going to print the crap out of this. Let's go ahead and throw the serialized Pokemon cards.
I think you were probably more right than you know. I would guess they would pull some of those handles that they have not had to pull as of yet for additional rarity, or all of this could be moved.
Or what about could you imagine like a sketch card from the art, like an artist on the card?
That would be huge.
That would be insane.
But the other thought is they might not make printing all that extravagant as far as Pokemon goes, and they may do One Piece or other TCGs.
I think they will probably contract a lot of that printing to other TCGs and other trading cards. Because dude, Topps is killing it right now. Like I don't know what's going on with their manufacturing. Wouldn't it be nice to have somewhere here in the States so they can?
Well, they do. They print most of their stuff in the States. But
if things are going well, it's like, hey, let's pump out some more cards. You know, let's get a little more here and there.
I agree. So long as there's either a collector or an investor for it. I don't want there to be so many cards where it's like every time I go to the store or either my LCS or to Target or Walmart, I don't want it to be where every time I go there, there's always tons of boxes on the shelves, because to me that represents either a lack of demand or overproduction or both. And I think that there is a real possibility, the more printing facilities that we have, it's like, how do you stop someone from doing the thing that's going to make them money in the short term?
It's a fine line, right?
Right? Like, I mean, didn't I quote this on here before? The Jurassic Park line. Was that here where I quoted Jurassic Park?
Probably.
The
chaos theory? What are we quoting?
I can't do it. I feel like if I've done it,
do it.
It's
you don't even know what you're gonna say.
No, I do. I'm trying to get the words exactly right, so I'm pulling it up right now. The Ian Malcolm line, was that not on this episode, on this show?
I don't even know what you're gonna say.
The scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they didn't stop to think if they should. And I think that's the same thing with printing manufacturers. Anybody who has the capacity to do it, they were so preoccupied with whether or not they could print out as many cards as possible, they never stopped to think if they should.
Hey, we don't even know. Maybe they're not using this opportunity to print Pokemon cards. Maybe they're just going to contract it out and say, hey, all the money that we've used to print these cards, let's go ahead and make some more money on the, you never know what they're doing with it.
Hey, listen, I have done enough grandstanding and sticking up for companies this week that at this point I am
such a corporate shill.
I know. At this point I'm just like, well, they're not paying me, so I'm going to be negative about it. That's all I'm thinking is people are going to think. I don't think necessarily that it will be a negative thing. I'm just cautious, the same way I'm cautious about the PSA grading situation. But I will hope for the best. And like I said, I hope that
it will be different.
I do hope that PSA
3 years from now, it will be different. I think both the Pokemon TCG hobby, the non-sports, sports, all of it, I think there'll be a little bit of a recession.
Maybe.
And we'll see. We might not even be here 3 years from now. We never know.
God, I hope I'm long dead. No, I do think that we are talking about things that have no real effect on anything for a number of years, so might as well move on. That being said, I mean, we're kind of out of time. The other thing
we're out of time.
The weirdest things you've ever traded.
We make our own time here. Let's go.
I guess we can just do it. Let's just do it real quick. So I've made this post. I think it's funny. It's, you know what? It's just a fun post that is interesting to see what some people have done. The post said specifically, weirdest thing you've ever traded for cards. Go. There's also a flip side to this. Some people did the opposite of like weirdest thing they ever use cards to trade for. So in this case, first guy, Drew Goots, great name, by the way.
Shout out to Goots.
Mr. Goots says he traded cards to get into the Deadpool Wolverine panel. So I guess it was like at a Comic-Con or something.
Probably that Marvel Mint.
So he traded cards to get in. I try on a lot of these. I responded asking what cards did you trade to try and figure it out. I did not always get responses back. So the next one said it was Matt McCullen. He says sod. I'm like
sod, like, dude, sod's
like
expensive.
Grass.
Yeah.
He's like yes. And he was being very honest. He wasn't being it wasn't a
not
euphemism
like the other grass.
For another
Gotcha.
grass. Yeah, exactly. But he actually said, technically he said it was a reverse because he traded the card to get some fescue. So interesting. Someone traded a card for Kitchen.
Kitchen, that's great. That's a great trade.
Chris Tate says he traded for a PS5. I asked him, what did he trade? And he's got this Deion Sanders. It's like a Prism manga card or something like that. I think that's what it is. It was an insert.
My brother-in-law, Tim, he bought a pallet one time, and on the bottom of the pallet, it was a case of Battle Styles, Pokemon Battle Styles.
Oh, wow.
And he was looking for a PS5 at the time. I knew a guy that is a vendor that sells Pokemon cards that had PS5s when they were super hot. And I called him up, and I was like, hey, man, I got a case of Battle Styles. Would you be willing to trade it for a PS5? He's like, all day.
Oh, wow.
Met him at the Walmart parking lot. Easy trade.
Dang.
Actually had two cases, and he ended up getting the other one. He paid cash for the other case.
Oh, wow. Man, that's got to feel good. It was by the way, it was the Deion Sanders Prism manga card. So he traded that for PS5.
Nice.
Let's see. This guy, Tanner Easley, says he traded cards for a 1995 supercharged Ford Probe.
Car.
Yeah, very cool. You're getting cars for it. He says, not a trade, but phone bill money. Tasha
Time to get some new
Elston
service.
says, I paid that $60 on the 23rd. I needed this ETB, but he said he had it sealed, so traded it up for phone money. I mean, hey, we got to do what we got to do. Let me see here. Someone says, Steve Goodwin says, that's a matter between me and the court.
Ooh.
Someone said they traded an auto for baby formula.
Dang.
It's kind of, you know what? I'm happy for them. At least they chose the right option there, right? Like, I mean, there's probably going to be some sad people
Dude, they
out
keep
there
baby
that
formula like locked up at most Walmarts.
right? Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's they made the right choice. Other people.
Were you a baby formula kid or were you a teat kid?
Oh, I was a teat kid. Yeah,
I can tell.
yeah, you can probably tell. Just look at me. I mean, obviously, I'm a teat kid. So, what about you? Were you a baby formula or are you a teat kid?
You know, boy.
You were a teat kid.
Come on,
that's
baby.
a teat boy all day long. Let's see here. Stop. Someone says Ty Felon says a 390 CI engine for a 67 Mustang GT.
I love that. What did you trade?
Let me see if he answered. He didn't say specifically what he traded. Man, I need to know next time exactly what people are trading for.
I love that.
This guy, Preston Morton, says, never traded for cards, but when I was 12, I traded my Sega Genesis for my friend's old Star Wars action figures and play sets, and his dad has them from his childhood.
Oh, that's dope.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
That's a good trade because Sega Genesis doesn't necessarily hold their value too well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can get a Sega Genesis for like $60.
Really? Man, my granny had one for some reason. My granny in Texas got one for like.
She was playing Mortal Kombat.
No, we played Sonic all the time.
And Mortal Kombat. She was playing that Earthworm Jim.
Earthworm Jim. Yeah, she did have that.
Yeah, she did.
She had Earthworm Jim on there.
I was
funny.
over there. We played together.
You were not in Sherman, Texas playing there with my granny.
2 players.
Let's see. Cody White says, I work at a pawn shop and people trade guns for cards and cards for guns. Just know that
we need to get him on the pod.
Your Pikachu just paid for somebody's pistol, so there you go.
I would love to get a pawn shop guy.
Oh, I know a guy who does.
You know a pawn shop guy?
Oh no, I guess he's diamond. He does a lot of diamond stuff. I don't know if they have other things besides diamonds.
He's a jeweler.
Yeah, I think that's probably closer to what he is. Let's see. Aguilera Moises Aguilera says I traded a negative bank account, so worth it. Dog sitting for a whole stack of vintage Pokemon Hollows, says Bo Wilson. Not bad. Received a Honda Odyssey for some cards.
Oh, that's a great trade.
Also swapped cards for a bunch of deer meat, says Weston John. All right, deer meat, trading out cards.
You like deer meat?
I don't dislike it.
More
I like
gamey?
it. Yeah, so long as it's cooked or prepared or seasoned right.
Come on,
yes.
yeah.
I mean, like if it's correctly done. Like if it's just, I don't know. I've had just like unseasoned deer meat, and it was okay. I didn't love it. So it's very lean meat. There's not a lot of fat on there, you know. So, let's see a few more of these.
You got it.
Nope. I'm looking for ones that are
Appropriate.
So Kimberly Rick says, good behavior and sustained effort from my special education first graders. A few base cards go a long way with them.
They sure do.
Trading for good behavior from children. I like that.
Dude, I bribe kids with Pokemon cards all day.
Do you really? That's
all
so
day.
You should probably clarify that you're not bribing them like to get in in your van or anything.
No, yes, not in that Honda Odyssey that homeboy traded for.
Jody Dumas, ride to the airport. Jesus Gamera, maybe?
Would you ever give me a ride to the airport? Are we airport friends?
Yeah. I mean, are we like 3 a.m. airport friends?
No,
if you
I
really
wouldn't do
needed
that.
it,
I wouldn't do that to you.
Okay. But yeah, I'd give you a ride to the airport.
Like, Jesse, could you give me a ride to the airport?
Absolutely. Would
All
you
right.
give me a ride to the airport?
Absolutely.
Great. I'm going in the morning at 2 a.m.
With your whole family.
I mean,
if you said, Ray, I don't have anybody else to take me, could you take me all day long?
I appreciate that. We're dropping it off at a car service like that then shuttles you over. So
Yeah.
That way, it's easier that way. Jesus traded for a cat. He says best trade ever.
Yeah. Are you a cat guy?
I like a cat. I mean, I've notoriously been a dog guy most of my life, but I mean, I'll enjoy a cat. We had a cat once. It was nice. She was a good girl.
What happened to it?
She got some
HIV?
kind of cancer.
Fizz?
No, I don't remember.
What's the feline HIV? What is that?
I think you just said it.
Okay.
I think that's what it is. Yeah, feline. What else would it be?
I don't know.
Hey, what's that cancer? You mean cancer? Oh, yeah, that's it. Evan Pearson trades for coins, lots of coins. Let's see. Richard Parks a Nerf football in 1977 for a small stack of 1971 baseball cards. The Nerf had bite marks in it.
Yeah, that's how you know it was good.
Yeah,
Bro, if you
bit your
on
Nerf
that
thing, right?
Just,
I mean, it's so weird.
See what it tastes like, that foam. John Elway.
It's funny that I feel like a lot of us did that. Like at some point in time, we bit into our Nerf football or whatever it was.
Just want to see what it tastes like.
Kyle Jarhead says a Bape hoodie, which we talked about that last time.
Dude, that's a great trade. I'm telling you, those things aren't cheap.
Austin Bledsoe traded a couple Lego sets sealed for a nice sketch card. All right.
My wife and I are currently constructing the Home Alone Lego set for the holiday season.
Does it come with like all the hijinks involved too?
Sure does.
Wow. That's
and I bought
cool.
the light kit.
Okay. Oh, so it has electricity.
It's not like a Lego like branded lights, like a third party makes them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me see. Justin Amel says someone traded me a box full of expensive knives for wax. They got washed from what they said, unfortunately.
What?
I don't know what that means, that last part means, but yeah, I guess he traded expensive knives for cards.
Dude, have you ever...
I need a good knife set, honestly.
Bro, they're not cheap.
It's funny, like we have every kitchen item, like like
the Ninja 5000 that can like roast a whole turkey.
No, we got the Vitamix. We got the nice kitchen equipment. I don't brag about the things that I have typically.
Sounds like you're bragging.
I don't typically do this, but I don't. It's just so funny to me that we don't have any
good like the Walmart
plates or cutlery or cups. Like all of our cups are now like mason jars. All of our plates, like I swear to you, we have plates from when we were first
just got married,
and we're now going on 18 years.
I got some Joanna Gaines plates in my truck if you want some.
I mean, honestly, I need them. Like we don't have a knife set. We don't have any knife sets.
Dude,
it's something that we're really lacking.
Japanese steel.
Yeah, I know. I need to really up my game as far, but everything else, like the KitchenAid mixer, the cafe appliances, like it's all.
Do you have a nice coffee maker?
Well, here's the thing. I'm the only one in the house that drinks coffee, and I just use a Keurig device. So.
Oh, dude, that's the worst.
I don't have like a nice pour over or anything that grinds my beans.
Just get you a nice little bean grinder, and then just get you a regular coffee pot.
It's the time. I don't drink enough for I drink a cup of coffee.
Oh, really? Just one?
I'm not I don't drink enough. So, all right. Someone says my soul autograph mini helmet. Andrew Saul says allocated bourbon. Good choice.
That's a great choice. I wonder if it was Peppy Van Winkle.
Ooh, that would be big. I think he should have mentioned that. Another person said bourbon. Someone said ice cream. Yeah, so that's fun. Like I traded gold and silver generators and dirt bikes for cards.
I went to Costco yesterday.
Sounds like someone's just stealing stuff. It's like I traded all these things that I found.
So one time, it's been probably like 4 years ago. Mm-hmm. My wife and I, it was during the holiday season. We were just parked at Opry Mills. We got out of the car. And a random guy pulls up and goes, "Hey, I got iPads, iPhones, and a computer for sale."
What kind of vibe were you putting out where this guy just thought he could come up to you?
My wife looks at him and goes, and I'm like, "Let's go. What are you doing? You're not buying any of this
hot
stolen
goods right there, Brittany."
Stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, you know what? On that note, I'll just end with a couple of the other ones. Someone put palm trees, which I think is a reference to something else.
Oh, I got another story.
Another one said clean urine, and there's quite a few.
I need your urine, Mrs. Constanza.
Quite a few mentioned the love of another is what they've traded for.
I wonder how good that trade was.
I did not ask any further questions. I just accepted.
You mentioned palm trees. I did go to In-N-Out over the weekend.
Oh, the Middle Tennessee area just got its first In-N-Out opening, which we're about to get one here in our town in the next year. But
I don't know
who
how
can
it's going
wait
to
that
happen
long?
because that's going to be a disaster.
Well, just the
parking
lines and stuff.
everything.
So how long did you have to wait in line to get into this?
Do not long. By the time I parked, or by the time I got in the line, because we ate inside.
Oh,
and by the time that we got our food, it was like 40 minutes, 45 minutes.
Which I know for a fact there's people hearing this and they're like, what? But around here, that's actually pretty good for the In-N-Out that just opened. It's got lines like you would not believe right now.
Here's a hot take.
Tell me.
It was not very good.
Is this the first time you've had it?
First time I had it, I would give it a 5 out of 10. Super cheap, though.
What?
Super cheap.
How did you? Here's the thing. What did you order?
I ordered double.
Okay.
Double, and some animal-style fries.
You didn't order the double animal style or anything like that?
No.
Okay, well, there's your first problem, but okay.
Have you had it before?
Yeah, I've had it multiple times.
What is your In-N-Out order?
I mean, I go by with the 4x4, go in that 4 patty.
Listen here,
that was the old Jesse.
We need to back up on that 4x4.
That was the old Jesse, but there's a picture where I think it was the first time we got In-N-Out, and there was like, I don't know, several 4x4s and 3x3s, and everything was animal style, and it was it wasn't all for me, but it was for multiple people. And I look at that picture fondly at times. I'm wishing, I can't wait for our In-N-Out to be open here locally because I love it. I didn't think it was that good.
I didn't think it was that good.
I want to try it here locally and see if there's any. Maybe the recipe's different or something like that because they started opening all those Whataburgers here and. They just closed 4 of them or something?
Yeah.
I
had
really
Whataburger for lunch today.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Why?
I like Whataburger.
No, you don't.
I do.
My mom is the only person who loves Whataburger, but she's from Texas, so I accept that. But
I like Whataburger.
I don't think she likes the Whataburger here like she does back home.
I mean, it was like a quick. I mean, if I had a choice, a Culver's burger, but if I like a fast food burger, would be Culver's. But I like a Five Guys burger.
I mean, here's the thing. You're not wrong. Culver's is awesome. Five Guys is great, but it's just pretty expensive.
Exactly.
But, yeah.
But for what you're getting for In-N-Out and the price, you can't beat it all day long. It was like $20.
That's not. I mean, yeah,
dude. I got 2 meals, fries, animal style, and like a shake, and I was like, dang, this is 21 something.
Okay, well there you go. There's your advertisement for
come on, In-N-Out. Come on,
In-N-Out.
Sponsor your boys.
This episode is sponsored by In-N-Out, Buc-ee's as usual, Boosie's if you will.
In-N-Out. I will be a corporate shill
and the lime cucumber.
Don't
Gatorade.
Tell them. Don't tell them.
I didn't. That's something else. Never mind. No one from the beginning is still listening to this anyway, so you're fine.
This is the real OG, the real people that love the podcast are listening right now.
That's fair. You know what? Shout out in the comments somewhere, either on YouTube, Spotify, wherever. Tell us if you heard this part.
Maybe we can give them a hoodie.
Shut up. No, stop. Huh? Stop trying to give away my hoodies. All right, that's the end. Guys, we'll be back again next Monday. We will be back. We're going to go over some of the results from the Poppy Awards, which are going to come from you guys. So we please, again, ask that you go fill out the Poppy Award survey. Tell us what you think is the best when it comes to non-sport cards in 2025. We really do appreciate that.
Are we going to go over the inception of Hobby Nonsense, how it came to being existed next week? Or
if you would like to. Yeah,
I think we need to.
We can do that. I'll make a little note. So
make that note. I'm
going to make a little notebook on the 29th that we're going to talk about all these things.
We'll talk about the poppies. We'll talk about the idea that Jesse had to create a non-sports podcast.
We won't spend a ton of time on it. We'll find other things to talk about
all the time.
We'll spend other time. Thank you guys again, and thank you guys for those who are out there not only doing all the subscribe. We say it all the time.
Put down in the comments your favorite Marvel character, and we'll give you a hoodie.
No,
Jesse.
Just stop talking over me. I want you to go back and listen to this episode and see how many times you talked over me I was already talking.
I didn't do one thing.
You just did it while I was saying that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You literally did it there. Go back and listen. All of that being the case, the people who are out there sharing this with others, that's one of the things we said the last time. It goes a long way. Like I see bumps in numbers of subscription. Like it doesn't show us who subscribes on every platform, but on Spotify, it'll show me how many additional subscribers or how many subscribers we have this week. And I feel like there was like a nice bump. So I don't know if that was because of you guys all sharing last week's episode, but either way, thank you very much. I appreciate it. We both do.
How many you take a lot of nice bumps?
All right. This has been your show. We will be back on Wednesday, the 31st, New Year's Eve episode. Can't wait to see you guys then. Hope everybody has a safe and happy time with family over the next few days. We will see you very
happy Festivus, everyone.
Airing of grievances next episode. Goodbye.